now here's Jack Smith, and You Asked For It.
Ouch! Well, that's certainly more pleasant than crashing in full armor to the ground. The contest continues. It's an elimination sport, with each boat carrying 20 men. Each rower gets a chance at jousting. After being unhorsed or unboated, he must return to rowing. When a boat has used up all its rowers, the joust is over. The teams are so evenly matched today, it looks as though this joust could end in a tie. It's rare, but it has happened.
We're here at the Lumberjack Bowl, where every weekday about 20 to 40 kids are learning the sport of log rolling. Log rolling has been a competitive sport since 1898, and the World Championships are held right here every July. The idea is to stay on the log while trying to dunk your opponent. And the loser gets wet. 18-year-old Troy Morgan began log rolling when he was 11. In 1980, he placed 5th in the national competition and has been teaching here for the last 2 years. The whole trick is keeping your balance. A log roller has to stay low. Keep the knees bent. Hold one arm in front and the other in back for balance. And this, Troy says, is the cardinal rule. Never take your eyes off your opponent's feet. And take very small steps. Contest is 2 out of 3 falls. They start on a log 15 inches diameter, and if neither contestant takes a fall in 2 minutes, they move to a smaller log, only 14 inches in diameter. After 4 minutes and no falls, they then compete on a 13-inch log for 6 minutes, and then it's a 12-inch log until somebody goes on the water. The smaller the log, the faster it rolls.
Number 23 shooting. No good. Number 42 of the Old Timers. It's good. Go on it, please.
Egremont has been the capital of gurning since 1267, when a local farmer and his wife invented this particular form of fun, presumably to pass the time during Cumbia's long, cold, and obviously very boring winters. These days, pulling faces is a competitive event that attracts first-class uglies like Albert Henson, Dodger Pattinson, Gordon Blacklock, and the current world champion, Ron Looney. How'd you like to look at this face in the mirror every morning? So, next time you're bored to tears, try gurning. With practice, you too may become ugly enough to join this circle of champions. But don't count on it. After all, here in England, they've been gurning for over 700 years.
Some call it belly bucking and others call it nuts. But you asked for it, so here we are in Los Gatos, California for the World Championship Belly Bucking Contest. And you can see from the preliminary rounds that belly bucking is just what it sounds like. It takes a special breed of contestant for this event, and belly bucking requires some very special practice.
I used to buck telephone poles, but I got a lot of swimming. Well, he likes to work you over as hard as he can. Any way he likes to do it. That's plenty.
I have an oak tree in my backyard, and I tie a big blanket around it for about an hour a day. I hit it with my stomach, and, well, it's getting pretty bare in the leave department.
These men are bigger than most of the men you'll see on a pro football field. And the biggest of all is Terrible Tony Powell. The lightweights in this contest run up to 280 pounds, the midweights up to 350 pounds, and Terrible Tony topples the scale at 401. It's called belly bucking, and here are this year's finalists.
Started in Dakotas in the lumber camps. And originally, when the first two people did it, they ran from each other from 100 foot apart. Well, invariably, one man perished. But they've got it modified to about a 10-foot ring now. Hands behind your back. And unlike boxing, the obvious is just a hit. You cannot avoid a blow. You avoid a blow in this game, you lose the round. You cannot push, you've got to buck. It's brutal. Fun, a lot of fun. People like to see good contact sport, and it's a sport that anybody can get into. You know, just come off the street, sign up, and do it too.
Now here comes nearly 800 pounds into the ring. At 401, Terrible Tony is almost an immovable object. And the challenger, fresh from bucking telephone poles in his backyard, at 350 pounds of pure muscle and flab, Dangerous Dan LeCount.
He's got the weight, he's got the weight, he's got the
The first buck in a contest of this size has been described like hitting a brick wall at 30 miles an hour. Tony looks a little dazed. He's only been beaten once. Dan's charging hard, and Tony's out.
Going down.
We have a new world champion, Dangerous Dan LeCount. You asked for it.
I'm here at the Minneapolis Aquatennial Celebration. I'm about to set sail on a boat made entirely out of milk cartons. That's right, milk cartons.
Kathy, you ready to cast off?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Uvalde, Texas is about an hour and a half out of San Antonio on the way to the Mexican border. For a long time, Uvalde's only claim to fame was that it was the hometown of John Nance Garner, Franklin D. Roosevelt's first vice president. But then along came the Armadillo race to help put Uvalde on the map. The man who dreamed up the race was Enrique Vasquez, a local restaurant owner.
We were talking again to the crew, drinking some beer, and I said, well, why don't we do something exciting? Let's go on and catch some armadillos. And initially, what we did, we form a circle, about 15 feet diameter, and this is how the armadillo that we get out of the circle first, we become the winner. And we did this just for excitement, really.
Weeks ahead of time, the armadillos get in shape for the race at secret training camps. Extra precautions are taken to keep the location of the camp secret. Our U.S. court crew was blindfolded and led to one camp at the edge of town. The complete training regimen was not divulged to us, but we were permitted to see just a few of the vigorous exercises and top-secret training techniques. The good citizens of Uvalde prepare the armadillos for the race with the same enthusiasm as racehorse owners. The little animals are given colors and silks, and in some cases, saddles. Owners and trainers pay a $2 entry fee to register their armadillos. If they were unable to round up an entry, they can rent one from Budget Rent-A-Dillo, which is what we did. The entrants are examined by the track vet and given a health certificate to compete. The Derby, he's put out to pasture. But in this case, the winners and the losers wind up in armadillo chili at the Vasquez restaurant. But this little guy is going to be back to race next year because Grace Sparrowhawk, you asked for it.